after watching this back on replay later. There's no one here yet. This is a very impromptu live, so, and it's currently, let's see, 11:15 p.m. So I don't even know if anybody's going to show up. I'll be kind of embarrassed if no one shows up. But my YouTube channel's been messed up for a few weeks. Yay, someone's here. I actually didn't know if this would even show up on anybody's feed. Okay, how do I see? I've never done a live from this angle before. Okay, let's see. Hey! So it's a long story, and unfortunately, there's like a whole part of my life that I can't share online, and it's such a big part, and I've had stuff going on, and so I temporarily deactivated my YouTube channel because I needed to for a little bit, and when I went to bring it back, it was gone. All my subscribers were gone, all my videos were gone, like everything was gone. And I was freaking out because I'm like, I followed the instructions on how to temporarily deactivate it. When I thought I lost it, I mean, it was devastating. It was devastating, and I was like trying to see the good in it. And and yeah, but the good news is it did come back. It did come back. It took like a week for it to fully come back. So I'm in the process. I have to manually make all the videos public, but the videos came back. They're there. Ugh, but you guys, was having such a good day. And it just one thing that happened tonight really ruined it, and now I'm having like a bit of anxiety over it, which I shouldn't. It's not. It was more like irritating, and I was just in a scenario where like there's nothing I could do about it. And so I was like, you know what? I was already planning to go live because I have something else I like need advice on. This is going to be like a therapy session. I tried to record a video today talking about it, but I thought I think this would be more fun with some like interaction and stuff. I'm in my pajamas in bed, got a glass of wine, a little nightcap. So, anyway, this weird thing, this isn't what I wanted to talk about, but this is just, it has to do with what's been happening to me the last couple of weeks. Okay. This weird thing has been happening to me. I've been blonde my whole life, like platinum blonde my entire life. Until I took a huge pay cut back in like 2018 or 2017. And I couldn't afford to get my hair done anymore. So that's why I let my hair go to my natural color because I couldn't afford it. And then I bleached it again a few years ago and it all started breaking off. And so then I let it go back to my natural again. And now I've been box dyeing it. I've been loving the journey. I've been loving, hey, Outer Limits Mermaid, what's up? But I've been loving it, right? It's fun. It's like I feel so myself with blonde hair. Like it's just fun and whatever. It's just hair, okay? What I suspect is happening is that people are assuming my personality is something like because of the blonde hair. It's very different. People treat you different depending. I mean, if you have like different colored hair too, like blue hair, purple hair, pink hair, I think you understand this as well. Like, if you change your hair color a lot, I feel like that, you know, you get it. People treat you different when your hair color is different. And I think people think I'm gonna be like shy and like, and I smile a lot. Like I smile because I want to. I want strangers to think I'm nice, like whatever. But I also have a strong, tough personality. Like I don't take shit from people. Um, and I don't think people realize that. And so people come to me with like a certain energy. And when I match that energy, they're like put off by it and then it becomes something I don't know. Anyway, it's been happening to me recently and it's like awful. Okay, it's awful and there's nothing I can do about it and it just sucks cuz I'm like I like who I am as a person. I don't want to have to change my personality, but I also don't want it to keep getting me in situations. Anyway, so that's all. I just need to be talked down from a mean person, basically. Anywho, um, so you guys, I haven't done anything recently. You haven't missed anything. Um, yeah. Chris McMillan said, "Well, the hell with the rest of the world. If they don't like you the way you are and the way you like to look, then the world will suffer and you will be happy." Yeah, I'm trying to live my life by that. So I'm trying to figure out how I can talk about stuff without like talking about certain stuff. But basically, so much stuff has happened lately. Okay, I just said nothing has happened, which is true. I've just been working. You've missed nothing. I've just been working, sleeping. I'm exhausted all the time. I've just been making yeast bread at home and watching Bridgerton with Belle, and like that's it. Besides my new camping journey, which I posted that video on my other channel, which I'm gonna keep that channel for camping content. It's not content I could post every week because I just won't be able to go camping every week. Also, camping isn't like as cheap. Like campgrounds can get kind of expensive, but anyway, it's still fun. It's still cheaper than like a hotel or something. But I was just surprised by that, I guess. Oh no, my throat's dry and red wine. This is like on the drier side. So, anywho, okay, where was I going with that? I was gonna say so much has happened. Oh yeah. So the some of the things that have happened have kind of made me feel like my life is about to fall apart, for lack of a better way of saying it. And at the time I was trying to look at it like, well, and I'm still trying to look at this way. A lot of the manifestation people I follow are like always say if you're trying to manifest like a bigger life, you know, like new things, more money, a new job, like any of these things, like your life is going to fall apart because the new life you're manifesting can't grow with your old life in its place. And so that's what's like been getting me through some really stressful situations because I'm like, okay, well, whatever happens is meant to be. And even tonight, what happened feels like one of those things where I'm like, okay, I just can't think about it because everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. The universe has me. I trust in the universe. I've been on my manifestation game. Like whatever happens, happens. But anyway, that's that. I just had to say that. More for myself because I was stressed. I was stressing about it. But anywho, the thing I really wanted to come online and talk about tonight, because I tried to record a video. I tried twice to record a video. And it's not that the video didn't go well. It just felt like a weird topic to make a video about, but it's really just about home ownership. And I really just need like some advice, words of encouragement, or like some direction in life because I'm kind of just like I'm in a good place. I don't know. Sometimes when I talk or make videos, I'm like, I definitely make it seem like I'm not in a good place. And I am. Like, I am. I have the world is my oyster. I have so many options. Like, the problem in my life is that I have so many directions I could go. I have so many options in life. I'm never at a loss for, like, oh my God, I have nothing to do. It's right now, I have so many things I could do. It's choosing the one that makes the most sense for my life. And I just don't know what that is. And I've been like really trying to meditate on it um and like, try to talk to my guardian angels, like, please point me in the right direction, give me a sign on what I'm supposed to do because it all comes down to like my finances, which I've been on my financial journey and that's still going well. It's not going as well as I want it to in the sense that like I need to bring in more income to be able to, pay down my credit card sooner and like things like that. I'm not saving any money while I'm paying down my credit card and so I have no savings, like stuff like that. Um but lately I've just been so stressed about my house payment. like so stressed because I have business ideas, like business that I want to buy. And it's a realistic business because here's the thing with manifestation for me personally. I want to be one of those people. Okay, I'm gonna set this here. It's a really awful angle though. Slumber party. Can you hear me? Or does this ruin the sound quality? I don't have a tripod, I don't think, unfortunately. Um, but I'm just shaking the camera all around otherwise. But I'll hold it if I have to. Okay, what was I saying? House payment. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I mean, it's the whole topic is the house payment, but because I have manifesting. Okay, we're back on track. So the thing about me with manifesting is my Virgo energy is so strong. Oh, I'll touch on the roommate thing. Long story short, I can't live with roommates pretty much. Like I just hate roommates. And I will end up not being friends with whoever I live with, and that's you can see what I'm doing, you die laughing. Okay. How about that, Chris? Does that work? Can you hear me now? But yeah, so basically, I want to be one of those people who's just like, I trust the universe. I don't even care how it happens. I'm manifesting $100 million and it's coming. I don't know how, I don't know when. I'm just going to keep living my life the way I am because I don't have to worry about it. $100 million is coming my way and can't wait till it gets here. I have, I want to be one of those people, but I'm not one of those people. I'm an A type, I'm a Virgo. I need a plan. I need goals. And so I've realized that within the last since November, since I've been on this mindful financial journey, that I actually need goals and stuff to I'm in a hotel and I forgot. Hopefully they can't hear me next door because it's like almost midnight. But basically I in order to manifest something, I think I have to wrap my head around something that seems actually doable to me. I wish my imagination could fathom that. Maybe someday it will, but right now that's not the case. So I've been researching. Hey, Debbie. Hi. So I've been researching different business ideas because I'm like, how all these financial podcasts and stuff, they all tell you the same things. Like, I'll tell you everything I've learned in one paragraph, one sentence, really. You have to pay off your high interest credit cards because before you invest or before you save, before you do anything, because any percentage that you make on investing is going to be lower than the high interest credit card. So you won't be profiting. You'll still be paying more on the high interest credit card than you are making on the stock market and stuff. My throat's so dry. Okay, so pay off your high interest credit cards, save 3 months of living expenses. If you have a family, you need to save 6 months of living expenses and then invest, 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 invest. That's it. That's how you get rich. According to every financial thing I've been listening to, that's it. They just repeat the same things over and over again. Okay, I have to grab a water. I'm sorry. Oh my God, my throat is so dry. So, anywho, and they all say if you don't have any extra money, after all this, if you need to do it sooner, then you need to make more money. And that's all well and great. I would love to make more money, but no one tells you how to make more money. So, and I feel like a lot of the people that are saying these things, they're influencers. So they're making their money via influencing, which is a whole business on its own, and that's great. I don't think that's my journey personally. I love sharing my life online, but I don't think I'm an influencer. I don't think I'm meant to sell you something. I don't feel good about that. I don't mind posting like an Amazon link or something, like if it's something I genuinely use, but like I don't make money on that really or anything. Like I don't feel that that's my journey. I don't have the kind of job that you can ask for a raise. It's just not that kind of corporate job. So that's an option that they say to people. If you're in a corporate job, you need to ask for a raise and make more money. And so I'm like, the only other option seems to be owning a business. And so then I was like, okay, well, if that's the route I'm going to go down, like what kind of businesses? Anyway, so I have one picked out. I have an idea. I have the name. I have the aesthetic. Like I've got it all like planned. And I'm hoping to buy one that's like already profiting. And um but you can't buy it if you don't have money to buy it. And so I'm kind of in this predicament now with myself where I'm like, okay, my house is so expensive. It's so expensive, you guys. The interest rate is killing me. It's killing me. And so there is a part of me that is wondering if selling my house is my next journey, which I'm going to be honest, it feels like a failure. I've been really struggling with it because I'm like, it is the single like greatest achievement I've made in my life. Frankly, I never thought I'd be able to buy a house. I never thought I'd be able to buy a house on my own without a man. I did it. I did it. Like, it was so amazing. Like, all those things. But so it feels like failing. Like, I tried and failed, but I know that's not really the case. I mean, it was just part of the journey, right? If I hadn't bought my house, I never would have gone into a financial hole, which then led me to get on this financial journey, which led me to wanting to own a business. I've never cared to do that before ever. Um, and yeah, so I just don't know. It's not that I want to sell my house because I don't. I like living in my house. I like having a house. I like living in my house. I like running water. I love the area that I live. But from the research that I'm doing, interest rates are going to go up. They're not going down. And I've considered renting, but the problem is I pay $2,500 a month, just my house payment. So that means minimum I have to charge 3 grand to rent a house that I don't think is worth $2,500 to live in. Who's going to pay that? And the other thing is when you rent, if somebody doesn't pay you, you still have to pay it. Like I would still have to cover the mortgage. So I would still be needing to be able to cover that. So anyway, um, and I don't know that I want the stress of being a landlord, because I wouldn't make any money on it. It would just be for the simple fact to continue owning the house, which, there's definitely positives in that, but it's not my forever home. I don't think I really care to own it just for the sake of owning it, except that I do worry, what if I can never buy a house again, you know? And then I'm kind of like, where am I going to live? And then I was toying with the idea of maybe doing an RV. Well, because of my camping journey, I'm obsessed with RVs right now. Because I saw so many like while I was camping. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I've been talking all day and my throat has been fine and now it's so dry. This wine, it did something to my throat. It's so dry. It's not even very good. um But yeah, so then I was toying with the idea of like, okay, I was looking at these RVs and I'm like, oh, that would be so fun. And then I'm like, should I just like live in an RV for a while? But I wouldn't be traveling in it though. So it's not like I'd be back to van life, like whatever. It'd be literally just like stationary. I have a dog now. I still have to live near my mom so she can watch my dog. Um, but it would allow me to potentially, but I don't know, is it expensive to even live in an RV? Maybe. I don't know. Someone needs to tell me because maybe that's an awful idea too, as far as saving money. But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to live with my mom. I love her, but like I'm not trying to live with her. So that's not really like an option for me right now. I'd rather just like stay in my house, I think. But I need the only reason for selling my house, I think, would be if I could save the money to then buy the business. So like as a means to an end, if that makes sense. And then the business, I mean, if I lived in an RV, I could just like live at the business. That's a possibility as well. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm just like, I don't know. But you guys, this interest rate shit is awful. It's awful. And I'm like, it just bugs me because everybody I talk to, and I'm talking like my mom, my aunts and uncles, like everybody who's owned homes forever, like I'm not even kidding. One thing that they tried to tell me was that, well, when we bought houses, our interest rate was like 17% or like 13% or something. But the house was $78,000. And I Googled it to do the math. And I was like, what would the house payment be like on this? And it said like $900. Even with that much interest rate, I'm like, it's not the same. It's just not the same. But when I tell them I'm paying $2,500 for a house payment, they're all like, and I'm like, I'm telling you, I know it's so much money. Like, it's so much money. And I'm not impoverished. Like, I make an okay amount of money. I'm not like, I shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. Oh, I thought there was a spider. I think it's not. Hopefully, it's not. I think it's just a string. But anyway, and so it's validating when I say the numbers to people and they're like, yeah, that's a lot. Um, And if somebody told me like, okay, if you can hold out for like 4 more months, the interest rates are going to go down, like I would. But like I've talked to somebody who bought their house like 10 years ago, 3% interest rate. Their house costs $120,000 and they pay like $1,700 a month in mortgage. And I'm like, if I only had to pay $1,700 a month, I could be in my house and do whatever I wanted. Like it wouldn't even be an issue. It's just that I'm like, I don't know how much longer I want to do this. Like how much it's so much money. It's outrageous. It's so much money. I just don't feel like we should have to pay that much money to live somewhere. Um our parents didn't have to. Like, even just I don't know. It's awful. It just sucks. Like I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm running on a never-ending hamster wheel and I can't get ahead. I can't get ahead. I have plans, of what I want to do that hopefully would push me ahead, but like I just like can't get there with what I'm doing. And yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at, my headspace with owning a home. I put 20,000 down. That feels like a lot. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any more to put down. I mean, is that normal? Do people save $50,000 or something to put down? 'Cause I'm like, I don't feel like the average person on like a standard income has that kind of money saved, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people do. No one I know does. I owned my home for 17 years in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I had to sell it $25,000 below list just to be able to move it. And it was on the market for 6 months, dang. Um, let's see. Yeah, North Carolina's expensive, I feel like. But yeah, so I don't know. My house isn't that nice. It's not that nice. It's not that big. And sometimes I talk to people from different places. Like, for example, like I've talked to a lot of people from Charlotte. who own homes out there. And when I tell them my house only costs 285, they're like, oh my God, they make houses that cheap there and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, doesn't feel cheap to me. But yeah, I know that's not like the median home cost in this country is 500,000, I think, or like 400,000. So when you look at it like that, it's way less. But I make more than the median household income for this country. And I bought way under the median household cost. And like they have me stretched so thin. For example, today I got my paycheck. And so I did my budgeting. And every time I get paid, I sit down, I look at the numbers, I write down every automatic bill that comes out, even though it's the same every month. I do this every month because I just like, I need to. So I write down all the automatic bills that are coming out. I write down how much I spent in gas the month before during that week because I get paid twice a month. So I'll do the 2-week period of the month before. And then I did how much I spent on food, all food, grocery, eating out, whatever. And then this time I did coffee. It was only $40 a month for coffee. So I'm not going to give it up because, well, I need to give it up for other reasons, but yeah, it's not making a dent financially for me. And then gas and stuff, which is only expensive now. It used to only cost me $25 to fill up my tank. And yeah, so after all that, after food, after gas, after coffee, I'm left with $139 for the next 2 weeks. For anything else, fun, my hair products, like, I don't know, any necessities I need to buy. I didn't even count cost for Bell, anything Bell in there. So camping costs, like any of that, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy low amount of money to be had. And I'm just one person. What if I had kids or like whatever? I don't know. I think about it every month. I mean, granted, yes, I am paying my credit card. I would have more money left over if it wasn't for the credit card, but trust me, it's not like I'm putting thousands of dollars on my credit card every month, okay? So, yeah. um yeah, I do love my house. I do think my house is cute. Like there are aspects of it I don't love. But overall, I think I really started feeling the love for my house when I started really considering like maybe selling it. And ugh. But don't get me wrong, if the interest rates go down while I'm in my house, like I'm gonna refinance and hopefully that would be better. Frankly, if I could refinance and make it cheaper, I definitely would rent it out for a decent price. Like, but I don't know. I mean, I could try to rent it out for 3 grand and just see if anybody wants to rent it. I don't know. I've got to paint it back to white. um, when I built my house, it was 142,000, sold for 335. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy how much they've gone up. My family doesn't have any land. So the whole point of my life plan is to try and be the family with the land so that the rest of my family can live in tiny homes on my land and retire with me and whatnot. That's my life goal. It's been my life goal forever. I want to make a compound for my whole family. I love them. They've all taken care of me my whole life, emotionally, financially, like you name it. They've been there for me. I want to give back to all of them and provide a place where they can just be worry free and I can take care of it. That's my dream, which is why I wanted a place with a lot of land. That's just not what happened. So there would be nowhere to park a tiny home, which is my predicament with the RV situation. Like at the moment, I'm like, I could rent a spot to park an RV potentially, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't done enough research. These are just like thoughts that are swimming in my head all the time. I haven't like been thinking, I haven't sat down and like thought seriously about it because I'm just like, I just don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I do feel strongly that while I'm paying for this house, I'm not going to be able to save for my business that I want to buy. And so I'm kind of like, but when I moved into my house, I genuinely thought that I was going to be able to be doing home renovations, home decorating. Like I wanted to be a home decor content creator, basically. Like I follow so many accounts and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be wallpapering walls all the time. I want to be painting, buying antique furniture. I wanted to start refinishing furniture for myself, all sorts of things. Renovate my bathroom, like all of these things. But what's happening is I don't have any money to do that left over at the end of the month. And even if, like, let's say my credit card is paid off, it's still only hundreds of dollars a month. So let's say I take those hundreds of dollars a month and put it back into my house to make content. Great. That's cool. I'm still not going to be able to buy my business. And I just don't see myself as like a millionaire influencer. And I'm not saying that to get down on myself. It's just I genuinely, to make that kind of money, you have to sell stuff. And I just don't think I'm interested in that. So then it's like I'm still not saving money for the business. So I don't know. That's why I'm like having a hard time because I'm like, it's not like I want to sell my house really. Um, if things keep going up, then I'm like, it's better to have it and keep it, I guess. But also, I want to get off the hamster wheel. I need to be off it. And people tried to tell me, you guys tried to tell me I'd be house broke and whatever. And I wouldn't hear it. But in my mind, I was like, I'm just going to refinance. It's fine. I didn't really understand interest rates and all that stuff, which I've learned a lot now about it. Um, so I genuinely, this is so embarrassing. I didn't know you couldn't just refinance whenever you wanted. I figured you would have to qualify for refinancing, but I didn't know there was like a federal interest rate. Like, and they just dictate when it goes up. I don't know. It seems like a scam to me, if you will. So there's people out there with a 3% interest rate while I'm paying, when you break down my mortgage payment, I'm paying about $256 to my actual loan. I'm paying about $1,556 in interest every month in my payment. That's nuts to me. That is nuts to me. So, anywho, um, okay, so Michelle was saying if I do sell, I should move to a European city. Yes, I want to. That would be a dream because I still could do my job and live abroad. However, here's the factor. My dog. My dog. I have a dog now. I love her. I can't picture my life without her now, but she behaves differently with me than she does at my mom's. Um and nobody's interested in her living with my mom full time. My mom's dog is not, my mom is not, her partner's not. I love her. I want to live with her and have her, but my job is travel. So I would be leaving for days, potentially weeks at a time if I'm working from Europe, like to and from. So yeah. And I'm not comfortable boarding her, so that's the problem. I do want to live abroad though, like very badly. What about putting it as an Airbnb and living in your van for... My van is gone. My van is donezo. I'm junking my van. Someone's coming to pick it up soon to junk it. The van is no longer an option. I've cut the van out of my heart finally. It's just not doable. And I wouldn't want to live in my van. The thing is, like, I'm done with van life. I don't want to pee in a bucket ever again. Um, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in, like, I like to wash my, like, sheets, clothes, stuff more often, which I guess, like, RV isn't much better, but you can put a washing machine in an RV actually. I need a bathroom. I need a shower. I need a full kitchen. I need a closet. I need all of these things. Like, I can't go back to van life. I'm just not interested. But which is why I was leaning towards RV life. And I don't want to do school bus because I don't want to do another build. My chronic fatigue could never. My chronic fatigue has been so bad too lately. Like, I'm just exhausted all the time. Um, but the reason I'm not really trying to do Airbnb is I don't like Airbnb. I hate them as a company. I think they're awful. And I hate Airbnb hosts. I think they're awful. I hate the whole concept of Airbnb. I hate it so much. I've done Airbnbs, but only because my friends want to and they book them. I won't book them on my own stuff because I don't trust Airbnb, the app. I don't trust Airbnb hosts. I don't trust and I don't I care about my neighbors and it's a very quiet neighborhood, super quiet. And I would not want random people just like being there. So that's not an option either. If it was a different location and but the houses are so close together, there's no way. That's why I'm like, if I rented it, it would definitely be a long-term rental. But even that is like, I don't know. I just don't know that I'm interested in being a landlord. There's just no, the money isn't worth it. You are on a 30-year fixed, or are you on an ARM loan that readjusts? I honestly don't remember. I don't remember. And I just looked this up recently because somebody else asked me. I think it's one that readjusts. I think. You know what? Don't quote me on that. I have no idea. I'm gonna say I don't know. Because I don't remember. And I should look it up. Airbnb's destroyed my peace and neighborhood. Yeah, I have like personal beef with Airbnb. I just like it was so cool when Airbnb first came out. Like so cool. But now I think it's just turned into something different. And here's my issue. You want me to pay a $200 cleaning fee and then you want me to clean your whole house? Absolutely not. Like that drives me crazy. I will say I can't believe how dry my throat is. I feel like I can't talk. It's so dry. Um, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh, in Europe, I feel like they have way less rules. Like literally the last time I did an Airbnb in Europe, I was with my friends in um well, that was in Sicily. It was when I was with my mom in Paris actually. That I was freaking out about what we had to do before we left. And I'm like, where do we put this? Where do we put that? And I started chatting with the host and I was like, listen, it's, almost checkout. We're trying to clean, get ready to leave it. And I can't find the checkout instructions. Like, I can't find them anywhere, whatever. And they go, there's no checkout instructions. You just leave. I was like, what? You don't need me to do anything, whatever. They're like, no, the cleaning person comes and does that. And I was like, oh my God. Because here in the States, and probably other places in other countries too, but here in the States, it's like you have to load the dishwasher, strip all the beds, start the load of laundry, mop the floor, wipe the countertops. Like you're cleaning the house. And then you pay a $200 cleaning service. So anyway, drives me crazy. Are you still doing the Abby Young method till I die? Till I die. But the last time I washed my hair, I didn't use all my products because I couldn't bring them with me on my trip. So I feel like it's not as fluffy as it usually is. Um, yeah, thank God I got my channel back. But would you stay in Hannah Lee Duggan's Airbnb? Does she have an Airbnb? Did I miss that? Um, Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm not like, yeah, I don't know. It depends on her checkout rules. If she wants me to clean the whole house before I leave, no, I wouldn't. But there are places where I might. No, you know what? I'm like, I love hotels. I love hotels. They just feel, I don't know, I'm more comfortable in them. That explains your concern of interest rate increases. No, I didn't even think about that. I didn't realize mine would go up if it increased. So I'll definitely have to check what kind of loan I have. Because here's why I'm confused. Because when I went to refinance, which I ended up not doing, I think when I was refinancing, he was explaining to me that I was signing on for a um the kind of loan where it readjusts. And he was doing it in a way that now looking back on it, I see that he was definitely trying to like swindle me into it. Like he didn't want me to ask questions about it. Like he was definitely banking on me not really understanding. I didn't know that at the time. And so that's why I'm confused. I'm like, I don't know if I already have that. I think I have a fixed one right now, and he was trying to refinance me into that kind. But again, I'll have to double check because yeah, that makes me more. If that's the case, I'm definitely selling my house. There's no question. If my interest rate can go up, I'm selling tomorrow. I'm selling December 31st. Like I that would drive me crazy. I can't take any more increases. My taxes already went up, so my monthly payment when I first moved in, it was 23.75. That's almost 2,500. Oh, she turned her dad's old house into one. Oh, that's sweet. I watched her videos, at least the beginning ones of her fixing up her dad's house. I didn't realize that's what she was doing with it. How's Angelina? I think you mean Antonia, but she's great. She's great. She's just so busy. She does her Polynesian dancing and she competes and she's doing that like basically all the time. And then she works and she lives in California. So she's far from me all the time. It's so sad, but I miss her. I miss her so much. I've seen her here and there, but we're trying to find time to actually like really see each other, hang out. She wants to come and visit me, especially if I am gonna sell my house. She wants to come and stay before, that happens. But yeah, she's doing great. Amazing. I miss her, though we do not get to spend that much time together for sure. I think I was just staying Hilton and Marriott properties instead of worrying about Airbnb. Yeah. Um, Yeah, I don't know it's just hotels you don't have to worry about anything, honestly. I feel pretty safe in hotels. I mean, I know there's definitely like things you need to be worried about, but I stay in them so often that I'm just so comfortable in hotels. Obviously, you can have bad experiences like the hotel I'm in tonight. There is like a high school thing going on, and so I'm a little bit worried it's going to be really loud, but it's like people are sleeping. It's like midnight time. By the way, I gotta set my alarm for the morning. Yeah. Okay, what time do I need to be up? I think 10 o'clock. Yeah, right now it's midnight and I'm probably the loudest person right now. So, um, but it's not always like that, right? So there's issues with hotels, but I I don't know, I'm just so comfy in them. And whenever I'm traveling, I eat out so much. Here's where I think Airbnb is like play a part is when you're traveling with a group of people. I think Airbnbs are great. And I'm always a fan of them when I'm with a big group of people. But when I'm by myself, absolutely not. When it's just me and my mom, absolutely not. When it's me and Antonia, no. um, Someone said, is it easier to hook up with hot strangers in a hotel? I am celibate. I've been celibate, you guys, for like 5 years now, something like that. I'm on that 4B lifestyle. I bet if you sell your house, you'll feel so much like a weight's been lifted. Yeah. I mean, I know that's true. There is this huge part of me though that's like feels like I'm failing. You guys, I'm 36. Like I'm gonna be 37 in August. I'm almost 40, and it definitely feels like, oh my God, well, what have I accomplished? I bought a house. Yay, finally, I'm an adult. Now I'm gonna get rid of it. But if it means I can buy a business, that business could make me a lot more money in the future and lead to something bigger and better, then it seems like that's the right thing to do. I don't know. I miss having money though. I miss having money. Before I bought my house, when I was doing van life, I just had so much extra money because I didn't have any bills. And I could be so generous with my money, with my family, with my friends. Like, I just was never worried about money. It was amazing. I miss that feeling. Don't get me wrong, there were downsides because I lived in my van and I wasn't loving living in my van all the time. Um, but I loved the financial freedom. I really like miss that all the time. I miss that. I miss being able to travel all the time and see my friends and, just like I was so much more free. But I didn't have a life plan. And so I'm happy that now I have a life plan. And so, yeah, that's why I'm kind of like wondering if I mix the two together, could I create something really great and then buy my, 40 acres of land someday? Or, you know, I don't know. But by the time that happens, our home's going to be $1 million. Um, okay. Let's see. You should do a tips and tricks hotel rooms. Maybe it would go viral. I think about that sometimes, but I'm like, honestly, I don't know what I have to offer. I'm like pretty standard. Um, I don't really do anything interesting. Honestly, most of the time I just like go to sleep and that's it. So I don't know. But yeah, I think about that. I'm like, there are things I probably could. More it would be like what I eat in my hotel room or something like that, I think. If he tried to get you on an arm, it will adjust every so often, and that rates can skyrocket based on current. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely gonna go home immediately, see what kind of loan I have. But I'm pretty confident that right now I'm in a fixed one. But yeah, he definitely was trying to get me on that because ugh, I'm so angry at that guy. I'm so angry. The worst part about it is that after we were done talking. And let me tell you, I've been stretched so thin financially for so long that like I was so desperate to save a few $100s a month on my house payment that like I was gonna sign on for this refinancing, even though I knew I wasn't getting the best deal, simply because I was going from 6.75% to like 6%. And you're supposed to refinance for nothing less than a 2% change in, percent. But I was like, I have to do something. My payment is just too high. Like I'm drowning. And so I was going to do it. And I told him I didn't want to do less than a $200 a month savings. And it was going to be like 185. So it was going to be less than 200, but he was so great. Like we were talking about it, like all this stuff. And, and then at the end of the conversation, I said to him, like, thank you so much for, explaining everything to me, which now looking back, obviously, the more you know, the more I'm like, that dude was trying to swindle me. But anyway, at the time I didn't know that. I said, thank you so much for, um, explaining everything to me. Like, as a woman, men often speak very condescendingly to me. And that's, sometimes really frustrating, whatever. And you didn't do that to me, which he didn't, you know. But, and I was like, whatever. Anyway, he like got choked up. Like he was going to start crying. And anyway, and then later when he sent the paperwork, the numbers weren't the same. It was only going to save me like $120 a month. And I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. So I emailed him and I'm like, hey, these numbers aren't what we talked about. He emailed back and said, I don't remember our conversation. That pissed me off because number one, how unprofessional. You're negotiating numbers with people and you didn't like write it down or something. That was so weird to me. But then I was more offended because I'm like, what do you mean you don't remember our conversation? You started crying, like, and you don't remember that conversation. Like, that was just so strange to me. And so that put a bad taste in my mouth. And then he said something along the lines to me because we were going back and forth a little bit, like, oh, this, like, let me check on this, like, whatever. And then when he came back and was like, "So, like, are you gonna do the refinancing?" And I'm like, "Well, I was waiting to hear back from you on the numbers because the numbers aren't the same." And he was like, "Well, it's not our problem. Like, if your taxes go up, so your payment goes up, like, it's not our problem," kind of thing, which that was condescending and rude. And also, my taxes hadn't gone up. So, like, again, he was trying to gaslight me, which, like, I'm an expert gaslighter, okay? It's one of my superpowers. I try to use it for good, not evil, but you can't gaslight me because I'm the expert gaslighter. So that just pissed me off. So I just emailed him back. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. So have fun. I'm like, no, for $120 a month. No, I'm sorry. And I would have got on that arm readjustable mortgage. Let's see. I still feel very young. Like I do. That's part of what stresses me out though, is I'm like, when I say my age out loud, I definitely have an idea of like where I would like to be in life and like in the goals I have in the next few years. And it's hard not to compare yourself to other people. I know that me chugging this water is so unattractive. I can't help it. I'm so sorry. Maybe I should put a cough drop in, but then you have to listen to the cough drop in my mouth. Um, but yeah, no, I don't know. In my soul, I still feel 19. That's why, like, I literally am like, the world is my oyster. I have all these decisions, or options open to me, which is amazing. It's just like I have decision paralysis, pretty much. Like, I don't want to make the wrong choice. The problem is, like, I might, frankly, sometimes I'm like, I think buying a house was the wrong choice. However, I truly don't think it was the wrong choice. I don't. Like, did it put me in a financial hole? Yes, very much. However, it has all led me on this financial journey, which has led me to discovering like that maybe I could potentially be a business owner, because being a business owner doesn't necessarily mean starting an influencer brand, right? Like there's other things to be had in this world. There's other things to do. And it just has got me thinking in a different way that I don't think I ever would have gotten there without buying this house. So I can't look at it with any type of regret ever, but I just am like, I don't know. That's all. I do still feel very young though. I turned 40 and I don't feel as old as people make you feel. The myth of 40 being old was orchestrated by the patriarchy to make women feel like they've expired 100%. The only thing too is I feel like I'm going through perimenopause. I'm suspecting that that might be the root of my chronic fatigue. I just like haven't been able to take care of that yet either. And that makes me feel a little older. But I have an idea of how I'm going to. You can buy a hormone testing kit and test your hormones for 30 days. And so I think I'm going to do that. It's just kind of expensive. And obviously, I'm down to the dollar every month. And I'm sorry, it's more than my $139 budget for the month. Um, so Samantha, as you've traveled the world, would you live in Europe if you had a choice? I love Europe. Absolutely. I would. The problem is I love my family so much. I'd have a hard time being away from my family. I wish I could convince my family to live in Europe, but, I'm pretty dedicated to staying here. Oh, thanks. Gone with Kale said, your videos are the best. Whatever you do, your vlogs are my favorite. Thank you. I do like just making vlogs. I mean, I need to get over the fact that I think they're boring all the time. Um, because I live it and then I edit it and then I watch it and then edit it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. And a lot of times it's just the same old boring stuff. But, you know, I do like making them. What are small condo prices like in your area? I don't know, but honestly, I've got to be honest with you. Like, I think I would rather do RV life than rent. I do. I don't know. Like, and maybe that's stupid. I've lived in apartments many, many times. Belle, I don't know if Belle could handle an apartment building though. She would bark like crazy. She definitely is a house girl. She likes her privacy. Sorry, my eyes are watering. I have the hiccups. I'm just over here like my body's doing weird stuff. I'll laugh, it's fine. Anyhow, still drinking the dry ass wine. It's a red blend, which usually isn't so bad, but okay. Thought I did something. Okay. Forgot I was on live for a second. But you have to live somewhere anyhow. Doesn't matter if it's a house or an apartment. Yeah. No, it really doesn't. My first house I bought, I had my parents help me the entire way. I could never have done it alone. Yeah, that's so nice. My family helps me through everything in life. Like, I don't know where I'd be without them, genuinely. You got stuck in your ideas because you beat around the bush. Just be totally honest about what you want. Yeah. Yeah, but that's kind of my problem is I'm like I'm not 100% sure what I want. Like I don't know. I see the positives on like the different pathways, right? And that's kind of where I'm like always asking for a sign. Like if I had one clear like this is the only way to success and to this dream, like then I feel like I could jump on that. But I don't know that that's the case. But I don't know, more and more it kind of feels like that because I feel like it could encompass like content creation, saving money, you know, I don't know, all of these things lead to owning my business. Like, so maybe that is like the one clear path, but I know if I sell my house, I'm going to miss my house. I'm going to miss house life. I'm a very much the grass is always greener on the other side type of person. Um, yeah, he was an ass. Even if you do sell your house, you will get your down payment back and then some. Oh, I didn't know that actually. Um, yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is like, I don't think I'm desperate enough to sell to take a loss on the house at the moment. There's no rush, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to, but the sooner I'm able to buy a business, the sooner I can like get that going, which is exciting. The problem is I want to buy a business that's already up and running. And so I don't have one like targeted yet. I'm kind of waiting until it's even like an option, right? Like right now, there's just no world I can finance a business. Um, and so I'm just kind of waiting, but yeah. Anyway, that would help, is what I'm trying to say. I like when people try to take advantage of being to being are you're almost totally blind? Dang, yeah, you probably see a lot of um crazy things. I mean, that's like the thing that bothers me too about the refinancing thing is like I'm a smart person. Like I am. The chronic fatigue gives me a lot of brain fog, so my memory is not what it used to be. I used to be a lot more quick and a lot more witty. I will say that. But like I'm not dumb. I'm not an idiot. And I don't like not knowing things about things that I'm doing. So like when it came to the whole refinancing thing, like I didn't enjoy not knowing about the mortgages and about the interest. Like these are all things you have to learn, but now I know a lot more than I did. So the next time I go to refinance, should that be my journey, I would approach it in a very different manner and I would have a lot a lot more knowledgeable things to say about it. And so that's why it bothered me, because I did feel taken advantage of, and I don't like being vulnerable. But, you know, um, I want to do HRT. I heard great things about it. Yeah. So my understanding is, like, if I just went to my doctor and was like, I really truly believe I have perimenopause, like we need to do something about it. My understanding is they just start giving you HRT because you can't really test for, so if you get your hormones tested, they might be regular, but then the next day they're different, and the next day they're different, and the next day. That's why I really want to do this one that's like 30 days, and you get 30 days of data so you can give that to your doctor, but it's almost $300. I do think it's worth it. Like, it's not that I don't think it's worth it. It's just like not my budget at the moment. But I'm also getting like really desperate to feel better because I'm working so much. I'm working so much. But that's the other thing too, is if I didn't have this house payment, if I didn't have to work so much, I'd feel a lot better. Um, let's see. The boring content is my favorite. It's more reliable or relatable. Yeah, I think so too, actually. You need hard alcohol. I think you're right. Give us a little hint of your business idea. Laundromat is what I want to do. I just want to buy a laundromat. And I have like just whole idea about it. And I'm toying with the idea of like doing something else cutesy and like unique with it, but just in general, like my plan is just to buy an up and running laundromat. I don't exactly know where or anything like that. Like, do I want to do it in Minnesota? Would I try and buy one in New York City? New York City, I feel like it's guaranteed to work. They're like 95% success rate, just in general, all over laundromats. And you can buy them for a relatively like decent price, like less than $100,000, and you can franchise it. You know, you can make it more than one if it works out for you. And the more research I did on it, the more I'm like, I just feel like that's a really realistic business for me to run. I don't know. It's profitable. It's like, I don't know. There's like a lot to it that the more I learned about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I just feel like this could really work for me. And I could live in my RV in the parking lot of said laundromat if I wanted to, while I'm fixing it up and all that stuff. But yeah, that's what I want to do. And then eventually, maybe buy some other kinds of businesses. Like, I would even buy like landscaping business. I don't want to do the landscaping, but like one that's already running and you buy the business and like things like that. I'm like trying to learn about that kind of stuff too. See what I can turn myself into. I would love to do a bookstore, coffee shop for sure. I just don't think that would make as much money as I need to make to support my whole family and all my friends. I really, truly like being generous is my favorite thing ever. All I want is to have so much money that all of my friends and family don't ever have to worry about anything. Like, I've got you. I've got all my friends and family and community. And community. Like, I'm sorry, if I was a billionaire, you would be finding free hospitals in every major city. Like, I would be providing free healthcare. I would be providing like school lunches. There would be no houseless people. I would find a way to house people. Like, I just don't get people who just hoard their wealth to the billions. Crazy. I bought my house at age 25, paid it off at 45. That's amazing. Congrats. And other than taxes and insurance at 65, I have a free place to live. Yeah. No, that's super great. The thing is, it's just like different now as far as like, I mean, I would love to pay it off sooner, but I mean, it's already 25. $100 a month, you know. Plus, okay, my utilities are like another $500 a month. Plus my cell phone bill, which is $200 a month with my Wi-Fi and stuff. So your girl's just in a pickle. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. My psychic guys say you have modeling work for you out there where you can make bank, probably a clothing like that is good. Well, my modeling days are over. I pursued that long time ago and I never got paid for it, pretty much. But I appreciate you saying that. But I'm trying to see a psychic. Okay. If anybody has a recommendation for like an amazing psychic, please let me know. I have a medium who I can go see like later in July, but I'm looking for psychic specific because I need some direction in life. So love psychicness. Really research into that. I have a friend who did it in Boston and it didn't fare well. The laundromat, sorry, I'm a little bit behind. Oh yeah, she bought it in the Fenway neighborhood, a good neighborhood. Coffee places out of a trailer like Shacks are profitably here in Seattle. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been doing a ton of research on the laundromat thing like for months and months and months. That's why I'm like, I mean, it's a 95% success rate. But yeah, it probably does depend on where you buy it, which is why I'm like, I'm not 100% sure I would even want to buy in Minneapolis or Minnesota anywhere because it's not uncommon, or what am I trying to say? Like most people, I think, have their own laundry. Like I know there are circumstances where you might need to go to a laundromat, but I don't know. Like in New York, almost everybody goes to the laundromat. Like I feel like New York, you're making money in New York with a laundromat. Maybe Chicago, but I don't know. It could just be a part of Minnesota that I'm unfamiliar with. And I don't know. There could be many circumstances, I guess, why people. So I don't know. But yeah, that is good to know that somebody didn't have a great experience with it. I don't know any psychics, but plenty of tarot readers. I guess you could call them psychics. Yeah, so that's the other thing is the place that I go. So the place that where my medium is, it's called Midwest Witchery. It's in Stillwater, Minnesota. And I should I tell you guys my medium story? Um, sorry, I'm reading this comment. Myalgic encephalomitis, mellitus. I have a female friend in Boston, age 59, who suffers from it. God bless her. Her life long doctor retired and she can't find a new one that is taking patients. What even is that? I've never heard of such a thing. Um, but anyway, so the story goes, my mom and I were just in this, it was called Midwest Witchery. I'm like, it's a witch shop, let's go in. It was like metaphysical, right? Like crystals and stuff like that. And we're talking, and the lady happened to be the owner, and so we're talking about her, like whatever, or talking to her. And all of a sudden my mom started crying, which is funny. My mom's very emotional, so like it actually wasn't that weird seeming that she started crying. I was just kind of like, oh my God, mom, why are you crying? Right. But the lady, my mom was like, I'm so sorry, I don't know why I'm crying, because she was fine 1 second and then just started crying. That's not like super typical of her. But her just crying isn't that weird. And the lady goes, would you like to know why? And my mom was like, well, yeah. And she was like, there's somebody here with you. And she's standing behind you. And she starts describing the person. And she was describing my mom's grandma, who my mom was so close to, who died before I was born, but my mom was pregnant with me, who is 100%. I've always known my entire life. She was my guardian angel. In fact, when I was a kid, I used to see her. Um, I've never met her. She died before I was born. But yeah, my mom, like, one day showed me a picture of her and I knew who she was. And I guess I used to see her. So I was hooked. I was hooked at that moment because I'm like, she literally just started describing the person, looks, haircut, clothes, everything. And it was my mom's grandma. It was so crazy. So then my mom and I did a session with her, and it was amazing. It was so great. She's incredible. But there's other people there who do, like, I think it's her son who does tarot, psychic. I think he maybe dabbles in medium. I don't know. So I'm thinking about going to see him because he has appointments available a lot sooner, but I don't know. Um, I don't think tarot is meant to predict the future. No, but tarot could help me in my predicament now because I feel like tarot is you put your energy out, you ask it a question, and then you flip your cards and you interpret the cards, So it could just, I'm down for anything that's going to give me clarity and help me figure out what the best thing for me to do right now is. And with the data centers coming in to the country as I left Microsoft, your utilities are going to skyrocket. That makes me want to die. That makes me like if they get any higher. But yeah, no, I've heard of that. Like I thought my utilities went up this year. Um, but I was watching people in like North Carolina and like Nashville area too, and like all these places where there are these data centers, it's saying that their electric bill was suddenly like $600. I would actually perish. I would perish. I couldn't pay it. I literally would not have enough money to pay it if that was the case. I don't know what people do. You didn't miss here. I did say chronic fatigue. Is that the same thing as myalgic encephalomyelitis? Myelitis? I did not know that was the same thing. Told you all that free big time, this chat, bikini model. I think you really overestimate how much money there is to be made in that. You're talking to somebody who was in that industry for a very long time. There's no money in it. Really. And also, I'm not in good shape these days. Your girl has a 40-year-old normal aging body. Um, I did a Celtic Cross tarot reading for myself the other day, and it was a game changer. Yeah, I have my own tarot cards. I haven't done any in a while, but maybe I should do them. Not everyone can read for themselves, but it's possible. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know how one tells if they're good at reading them or not. So, like, I've done them for myself, but I don't know if it's like legit. I like to think it is, like I definitely like put my energy over them and stuff, but I want to be a psychic so badly, and I think I have really strong intuition, but I'm not a psychic. Okay. I'm just gonna do a little hiding. I started watching Instagram reels of pet psychics and it's so fun. Literally same. Literally same. And I want to do one for Belle so badly because I'm hoping if I go see my really good medium and if I bring Belle that she'll get some sort of reading on Belle. But they also have a pet psychic there. So I could do that. It really just takes practice. It's an external images that helps give. Yeah. I've bought books before and stuff too to like how to be psychic. Your girl's got to meditate. If I could learn how to meditate, well, I bet you I could like pick up on a lot more stuff, but I just never do. Um, yeah, I am quite blonde. The last time I dyed my hair though, the top got way more blonde than it has been. I think it was the wrong color dye in the box. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna go red for fall. I liked having orange hair in the autumn. I don't know. And then I might go back to my natural. I'm not sure. Even though my blonde box dyeing things get tons of views on TikTok. So that's kind of fun. But, you know. I think I might be over my midlife crisis and I can go back to my natural hair color. I don't know. But I do love being blonde. I just feel like it fits my personality so well. But it's a mindset, okay? But then I see pictures of like Elle Woods and I'm like, no, I want to be her. Um, Anywho. Okay, I have to take a bathroom break. You guys want to hold tight real quick? BRB. Much better. I thought it was gonna die. I was like, I can't wait any longer. It's because I'm chugging this whole bottle of water because my throat is dry. Okay, let's see. Where am I? My natural gas bill before I left my home quadrupled based on the data center. That's insane. It just does not make sense to me how they expect the public to pay for those. First of all, fuck the data centers. Secondly, the people building them are such rich individuals. They can pay the energy. How is it coming? How is it getting distributed to the community? It literally drives me insane. My favorite YouTube tarot readers are High Priestess 303. Ooh, let me screenshot this. So I'll go look at them. I did let's see. I did do today. I was on TikTok watching a psychic on there, and I wanted to stick into the live so bad because I've really, really been feeling so strongly that I need guidance right now. And I've been really talking to my guardian angels, like really, really aggressively, like begging for signs. And I feel like I'm getting the signs. I don't know how to interpret them is the problem I'm having. For example, I had a cardinal hanging out like right outside my window the other day. And spiritually, cardinals, I guess represent like a past loved one who's coming to visit. And it was like hanging out with me. And I've never even seen a real cardinal before, I don't think, in real life. And it was vibrant red. It was so cool. Like, it just felt like that was a sign. Don't know what it means. I have no clue what to do with that information. I see angel numbers all the time. Like, I truly believe that whatever medium um you recognize as like here, there's a better way to say this. Like my aunt is coins. Like when she's getting a sign from her, like the universe or her angels or whatever, she finds like specifically dimes, like in weird places, like on her pillow or something. Where like, how did a dime, who even carries cash anymore? And she had a dime on her pillow randomly, like stuff like that. Where for me, I'm very much like into numerology. So I feel like for me, it comes in the form of numbers because that's what I'll recognize. And I see the numbers, I see them, and I get excited. And I'm like, but I don't know what it means. I don't know how to interpret them. And I look at the meaning of them and I'm getting the meaning of lately I've been seeing a lot of 333, which is not a number I've typically seen often. And it means like, I should Google it and look for the actual meaning, but I think it symbolizes like, you're about to have like No, I don't want to. Let me Google it. I don't want to give you false information. But basically, it feels like it's proper 333, like what I need to hear. Okay. Seeing it. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Deet, deet, deet. It's frequently associated with personal growth, blossoming creativity, and positive communication. Well, that didn't really help us. Where's like a better website? Um, Oh man, I hate pop-ups. Okay. Um, the number 3 itself represents creativity, self-expression, and growth. When it appears 3 times, its energy amplifies significantly. In numerology, 333 symbolizes the Holy Trinity and represents mind, body, and spirit alignment. This powerful combination suggests that you're entering a phase of spiritual expansion. Your angels want you to know that you're supported and protected as you navigate your path. The appearance of 333 often indicates that you're on the right track. It's a cosmic thumbs up from the universe, encouraging you to trust your intuition and continue moving forward with confidence. That was not the meaning I've read before. That actually kind of. Oh, so am I on the right track to? So then I should buy the laundromat. So then I should just sell my house, move into an RV, make RV content, and buy the laundromat? Is that what it's saying? Or am I on the right path by just staying in my house and hoping for the best and waiting for interest rates to go down and trying to be a home influencer? Like, I don't know. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't have one direct path right now that I'm looking at. There's like several. And so I'm like, what path am I supposed to take? Um, Anywho, that was funny. Canadian here. I want to ask, how is life and vibes right now in the US? I'm always watching the news. Okay, so yeah. US is so big that it is so easy to be away from things that are happening. So I'm going to be honest, I'm personally pretty far removed from everything. Like even things that have been happening in Minneapolis, like I'm an hour outside of Minneapolis and you wouldn't have any clue anything was happening. I wasn't around for the Knicks. I have not seen one World Cup anything, like at all. I would easily not even know that it's going on, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I pretty much just work and eat more and eat more and eat more. I would like to stop eating so much, but like I'm just eating, and then sleeping. So, um, I mean, overall, like the morale is pretty low, just in general. But I don't know. It's normal for me personally, but it's not normal for everybody. It's not a great answer. I realize that, but I guess you can easily be very far removed from what's happening. In Japan, we don't have cardinals. Instead, it's herons. Interesting. Cool. I used to get pennies. Oops. I believe my mom sent them. The years on the pennies would be years from my family birthdays. That's nuts. That's so cool though. Um, I've been seeing triple eights and spiders everywhere. Ooh. Okay, so 888, abundance. Abundance. You're coming into some money is like what that's got to mean. I'm always dying to see eights because that's the number of abundance. And I'm trying to live a life of abundance these days, but also I feel like I'm seeing the numbers that I'm supposed to in terms of like how to bring on that abundance. But yeah, that's what that means. So it's one of my favorite numbers, 888. What does spiders mean? Have you Googled it? You know what I think my spirit animal is? This is a funny life. I'm enjoying this topic of conversation. Okay, spider. Spiritual meaning. Spiders symbolize creation, manifestation, and the weaving of your own destiny because they spin intricate webs. Encountering one often serves as a powerful reminder that every choice you make weaves the reality you will experience in the future. Cool. Spiders are widely regarded as a positive omen. They symbolize wealth, creativity, and perfection. They are often seen as the harbingers of good fortune. They could also mean you are letting other people get into your energy. Interesting. Okay, so I think that my spirit animal is orcas or just whales in general. But okay, let's do whale spirit animal. The whale spirit animal symbolizes ancient wisdom, emotional healing, and deep inner truth. I mean, that didn't really tell me anything. The whale teaches you about listening to your inner voice because I've always had a weird thing with whales my whole life. Like, I'm terrified of them, but also fascinated by them. But also, I've learned about this thing. I forget the name of it, but where people are scared of really large objects. It's like a phobia. And I think I might also have that. However, because whales are so big, it like blows my mind that like something alive could be that big. Orcas are the biggest whales, but like there's other huge, massive whales. But I'm not like scared, like phobia when I see a cruise ship or like a skyscraper building. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. But I've always just like had this weird thing. I'll have dreams about orca whales all the time. It's weird. Okay. The orca spirit animal symbolizes family, community, intelligence, and protection. I feel like that sounds like me. It represents deep emotional awareness and powerful ties to your pod. I'm not sure what that means. Reminding you of the strength that comes from teamwork and unwavering loyalty to your loved ones. Yeah, that fits me pretty well, I would say. But it's interesting. Funny. Oh, you have a music performance coming up in a couple of hours. Ah, fun. Enjoy. Wish I was there. Orcas are the only other mammals that go through menopause just like we do. And they are matriarchal society too. Love that. Love that for us. Can you still do the splits? No. No, not at all. I've tried. I cannot. Um, oh, whales in general. Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, I literally, so I used to have cats that were black and white, and I miss them so much. It's such a tragic story what happened to my cats, but they've been gone for a long time, like many years now. But they were black and white, both of them. And I remember specifically, I had a dream that they turned into orca whales, like little black and white orca whales. Little baby ones, though. Like orca whales are just always on my mind for sure. But I'm pretty much scared of all whales. The bigger, the scarier, in fact. But I also love them. Which splits could I do? Are you a splits connoisseur? All of them when I could do them. I don't know. There's not much interesting about it since I can't do them anymore at all. One of my friends can. She could just throw out the splits anytime. It's actually her party trick. Mine is pulling out my fake tooth. That's the other reason why I want to be able to have more money so I can finish getting my tooth fixed. I'm still have a missing tooth. I hate that. I do not like that. I want to get an implant put in, but right now, your girl doesn't have thousands of dollars. I live in Vancouver, Canada. We have And we have lots here. I saw mom and her babies on a whale watching tour. That's so cute. I haven't been on a whale watching tour. I want to go on an Alaskan cruise really badly to see whales. um, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm terrified of them, but also, yeah, I am fascinated. But I see videos online of people like paddleboarding and then there's whales all around. Like, that could never be me. I don't do the ocean. The ocean and me, like, I respect the ocean. I like to look at the ocean. I'll be on a boat on the ocean sometimes close to shore, but like, that's the most you'll get from me. More Canadians. Woohoo. I go to Canada next month. Let me see. Calgary? Is there an airport there? Let me see. I don't remember. This phone is not great. You're on my iPhone right now that I still use for everything. Oh no, is this Toronto, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Toronto. So, I guess I've been wanting to go to Vancouver. Because I've never been. But I do like Toronto too. I don't think I'm gonna get out and do anything though. I'm not there for a long time, but you know where I've been and I got stuck? Saskatoon. I used to fly into all the small regional airports, so I would go to cool places. I used to work for a really tiny airline. I shouldn't say really tiny airline. It wasn't that small, but the planes were tiny. And one of the most popular layovers was Victoria, Canada. I never got to go, but they loved them. Love the bangs. Thank you. They're driving me crazy. That's why I keep like putting them back, but I think I might grow them out. I don't know. They're just so cute when they work, but sometimes they look real goofy. If you need vegan or vintage shop recommendations in Toronto or Vancouver, I'm your girl. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I just inhaled my hair and it went in my throat and choked me. What even was that? How does that even happen? Oh my God. That was crazy. It was like a chunk too. Oh my God. I have bad gag reflexes. Good thing I didn't throw up. Um, Anywho, last time I was in Toronto, I did Uber Eats and I'm pretty sure I got like buy one get one free on something. I don't remember what it was. I'd have to look it up. It's probably still in my app. I could find it. And I feel like I remember getting so much food delivered. My lips are purple from my red wine. I have more wine, but I don't think I'm gonna drink it. I think I gotta go to bed. It's almost 1 o'clock. What are you guys all doing? Where are you watching from? Like, what time is it where you guys all are? Thanks for hanging out with me this late at night. I was like gonna be so embarrassed if nobody came, but I just had to talk about, you know, all these things. I should probably just get a therapist, but I don't. I'm just like, I'll just take to YouTube Live and talk about all my problems. But honestly, it's helpful because, like, especially with home ownership, it's interesting to hear other people's perspectives. Like, obviously, people who have owned their homes for a long time, they're just plain in a different position than I am or anybody who's recently bought a home. Like, age doesn't matter. It's when you bought the home. Like somebody my age could have bought their home 12 years ago and be in the same position as my mom, which is a lot better than me. Um, it's just like, but then if you sell your house and get into another house now, maybe you're in the same position, but yeah, definitely cheaper than therapy for sure. And then I still could pay for therapy, and guess what? I'm gonna go see a psychic instead. Here's my problem with therapy though. Like I would have a hard time listening to someone. Like I would always I know myself and I know that I would come out of every session being like, I know more. I know better than this person. And you can't do that, you know? Texas Central Time Zone. What's up? All right, well, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for your input. I really appreciate it. Super helpful. And I guess like stay tuned for the journey. I've got lots of time before I need to decide on anything. So, you know, we've got no rush. We're just going to be doing home stuff literally for a while, baking bread, and that's it, chilling with Belle. So anyways, I guess I'll see you guys someday. Someday soon, hopefully I'll get a video when I get back home. Bye! Oops, I can't press